All right, welcome back to Building Dad Bod 2.0. Today, we got my bench workout from this week and my deadlift workout. So 2 workouts in one video here. So bench day started off with dead hangs. Dead hangs have been really beneficial for me in the past, just helping to stabilize my shoulder when I'm having trouble with this bicep tendon. So I've been starting all my pressing work off with dead hangs lately. So I started this workout with 55 pounds, and then every set I add a 10 and a 55 till I got up to 250. One set at 250, one set at 260, and then this last set was at 271 pounds. Goal is to get over 30 seconds on each set. So the first 2 I just stop at right around 30 seconds, and then the last one I go for max time. Managed to just get 34 seconds with 271, which is a little less than I planned on, but we beat the 30-second goal, so we'll take it. Next up, bench press with chains. So that is 155 pounds, straight weight, about 70 pounds at the top, and right around 15-20 pounds still loaded in chain at the bottom. Only got 5 reps there. Was hoping to get 8, but bicep tendon was not having a super good day, so moved up to 185 pounds next, and just went for a couple sets of doubles there. Generally, as I go, everything starts to loosen up a little bit and gets less painful, so that was the hope for today, but it never really eased off. Hit 2 sets of doubles at 185. Last week when I got to my top sets, I managed to hit doubles at 207. Today, after 185, I went to 210, and all I managed to do was get singles here at 210. Lefts, it just wasn't producing enough power to go for more than singles on my top sets. Today, the right had lots in the tank. The left was just lagging behind. So I took what I could. With the singles, up 3 pounds from last week, and we'll see this next week how it all feels. Then did a back off set, just back down to 155 plus chains here. And at this point, it was definitely, the lightweights were feeling less painful on the shoulder and bicep tendon. So I managed to get 7 reps here. And again, the limiting factor was the left arm. It just 7 reps. Left side had nothing left in the tank. Right side could have kept going. Just going to show one set here. Incline cable presses. Started off light, just 25 pounds per side, and just 25, 35, 45. And then a couple sets at 55 pounds. Despite none of these being really heavy, I had to warm up really good on these to be able to get up to the top sets. Just the way, I guess, the weight, the cable pulling outward. Hits different than straight weight or like a free weight pushing up and down, so it felt more stressful on the bicep tendon. Warming up good was enough to make it tolerable, but definitely couldn't even jump to 55 pounds right off the hop, which normally after doing all the like barbell bench work, I could just jump into 55 pounds or more when the bicep tendon is not bugging me with 0 issues. But that's not the way right now, so we just got to make sure we warm up good for each of these movements. And I want to keep the incline ones in, just get used to that movement again, get the bicep tendon, shoulder used to it. I really like the contraction at the top of those with the cables. So hopefully you can keep building those up without irritating the bicep tendon. After that, normally I'd be doing weighted pull-ups, but with the way the bicep tendon was feeling, I just said, you know what, let's just go straight into the pull downs, which I usually do after my low rep weighted pull-ups, but didn't want to stress the bicep tendon anymore today. We'll move the weighted pull-ups into the middle of the week instead of on the Sunday workout. So I just did 3 higher rep sets to failure. Still got a good stimulus in my back, but with less stress on this bicep tendon. So like I say, hopefully be ready to do some weighted pull-ups middle of the week. After that, did some wide grip high rows on the cable machine seated, and then did a couple sets here high, and then went and did 3 sets of low rows. Went with the wide neutral grip handles here today. Usually for the high rows I go independent handles, but just wanted to change it up a little bit. And then normally on the low rows I do the same. I either go independent handles or I go with the V-grip supinated grip handles on the low rows, but hit everything with the wide handles today. It's definitely nice to have multiple options, be able to change things up, a little bit different stimulus, and help save some of the overuse injuries. So here we are onto the low rows. So here I get a little bit less upper back, rear delt work, and a little bit more lat involvement on these. Really thankful I got this cable machine. Able to do a lot of reps on these. Easier on my hip than doing bent over barbell rows. The way I can save the fatigue in my lower back and my hip for doing conventional deadlifts, RDLs, good mornings, different exercises like that. Okay, so this was the end of Sunday's workout. Now we're on to Tuesday, which was deadlift day. Deadlift with chain, so here's 244 plus chain. So I'm going with 0 slack on the chains this week. Just they load really, really hard and fast. Right away, as soon as you start pulling off the ground, there's a good 30 pounds of chain and about 75 to 80 pounds of chain at the top. Right, next up, 354. So what I wanted to do today, last week I got up to, I did the set at 400 with no slack, and a set 420, single at 420 with some slack on the chains. Today I wanted to get back up to at least 400, no slack, and I wanted to get at least 4 reps. And in order for me to do that, the reps have to be moving fast, explosive. So today I was trying the briefs. You saw that first rep at 400 did not move well. The briefs came off. They are not happening on deadlift. Took the briefs off. That was my second rep at 400, and that moved nice for me with 400 at the bottom. So right away, that's about 430 with the chains loading right away, and then about 475 to 480 at the top. So it was moving nice off the floor. The lockout was definitely, it was there, but it was hard. And then the last set here, I went up to 410. So 410 off the floor. So that puts it about 440 as soon as it starts coming up off the ground. Right around 485 to 490 at lockout. Okay, so you can see there that was not an easy rep, but that was probably my best heavy single deadlift session to date. When I grind the top reps like that, they just beat up my hip and my lower back so fast that I can work up to 1 top single and then I'm done. So to get 4 heavy singles and have all 4 move really well, especially with that heavy, like the lockout is way heavier than I would be doing with straight weight. Which is nice. That's another reason for me doing the accommodating resistance is it teaches me I have to be fast off the floor. Like my heaviest straight weight single to date is 450. And then you see that like 485, 490 at the top. So I got to be hitting that with acceleration to lock that rep out. If I'm not coming off the floor aggressively, it's just not going to happen. We finished off the workout with some bottom half RDLs again, up to 265, again, 3 sets of 8. That's it for the workout. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.